everyone, I'm Shinzo Machida, and today I'm gonna interview and break it down about the Bruno the Tiger Souza. He did an amazing fight last weekend in the LFA event in the mixed martial arts, and he got the victory by TKO. So Bruno, it's a pleasure to be here, and don't forget Bruno is a Machida instructor here at the Machida Academy. Congratulations Bruno for an amazing fight. So I'm really proud about your performance there. You know, the fight was so good. So let's talk a little bit about the fight.
Yeah, thank you, Sensei. Thank you for having me. Thank you also for the training. Also, we trained together. He trained me. No, we don't train together. He trained me for that fight too. Always, since I was 4 years old though. And the fight was really good. In the beginning of the fight, I got a little bit struggle. He came strong, so he ended up landing across while I was kicking, so I fell, and then he ended up on the top. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but we did a great job keeping him and striking him from the bottom. So the strike was so good. We trained a lot the strike in Chad George. So like the strike was so good that he ended up standing up. So he didn't want to be on the guard anymore at the end of the first round. So whenever we came out to the second round, I saw that he was really effective by the body shots from the bottom. He did a lot of pressure. He tried to finish the fight in the first round and he couldn't make it. So he was already a little bit tired. So I stand up a little bit before the guy said to stand up and start to jump in front of him because I saw him, he was really tired.
He's in between the rounds, right?
Yeah, exactly, in between the rounds. So I was like, yeah, now it's my turn, come back. And he was like seated. The guy was like, let's go. He didn't stand up from the bench.
Yeah, because the camera was, you are watching the show and the camera showed 10-9. So he won the first round. With all three judges, they have 10-9.
Exactly, he won the first round. But we also knew that he was a first round fighter. He was really strong the first round, but he was gonna slow down. And I'm the opposite. I usually speed up during the rounds.
And what did you feel about the first knockdown? Because let's see, let's do a little bit the breakdown about the first round. So I think the guy was pressuring Bruno all the time, and Bruno kicked him. When the Bruno kicked him, and maybe they're not the good distance, and the guy get the Bruno's leg, and boom! And Bruno surfed the knockdown, but Bruno controlled very well. What did you feel when you get this punch to your face and you went to the ground? What did you feel at the moment? You didn't think anything?
Yeah, actually I didn't feel the punch, but just like you said, I was in the wrong distance and I was getting pressure, and he kicked me, and then I was like anxious and tried to kick back right away. So that was my mistake. I tried to answer right away, and then he caught me.
This is his strategy, because when I studied him to prepare you for that fight, I saw one of the fight, he get the same thing, both, and he took the guy down. You know?
Yeah.
But when you're on the ground, did you feel the punch, or is it more about make you be off balance?
Yeah, that was more about off balance. The punch was land good, but I didn't feel dizzy anything.
Yeah, probably the judge, they count as a knockdown, you know, because that's like a very, he hit and you went to the ground.
Exactly. But after that, he came out strong trying to finish the fight, and I was able to control him.
Let's lay down here. When you are here, you are close to the cage, right?
Yeah.
And Bruno's here. Boom.
I start to control with the frames on the knee, you know. I start to recover the guard, you know, like everything like that, and controlling the arm. So you can see my face. I didn't got any punch in the face, just on the top of the head, because even though whenever I was like half guard, I was doing the elbows, I was hiding my face. I was hiding my face so I don't.
But I realized he was on top. But suddenly he's get up and here. What's happened? Because like a visual, he was an advantage, no, related to you. But why I was questioning myself why the guy went back, because he's more specialized like on the ground game. What did you think you made?
So we train a lot at CMMA, these strikes on the floor. So that's something from Chad George that he does a lot. So first I ended up going to the rubber guard, and apply a couple elbows on his face, and then he started to posture up. And I came back with the kicks on the body. I think he started to feel that, and then he stand up.
Oh, that is very important because it's not only grappling part. No, he's incorporate karate on the ground, like an elbow that way, use the heel with the foot, so they punch in the face, so that's make his opponents not comfortable on the ground. Even he was on top, so that's make the guy give the space, and Bruno get up, and he use his karate from stand position. So Bruno goes to stand, and the second round, I realized the guy was like a sit on the chair, and you're ready to jump to the other side. So excited to make him go, no? And he put his hand like on the cage, and the referee look at your hand and say, hey, let's go, let's fight. And he came, but I realized his spirit is not the same at the first round. And you, on the other side, you are so excited and like you keep it focused. Maybe you said, oh, now it's my turn, right?
Now it's the payback time.
Payback time.
Pat Miletich, he said on the show, like during the fight, he was like, oh, now is the payback time. That's exactly. I was jumping because I saw he was tired already, and I was like, okay, now I still fresh. Like now it's my turn. Come here. I'm really glad that he didn't give up right there because I was able to give him the what I have for him.
I saw one technique that you did the fly knee that gets him boom here.
Yeah.
How this the technique? Let's talk. You feel which?
Yeah, I landed with the left knee, but what happened is that before I landed a couple of front kicks on the body, so I know that he was like feeling, he was doing exactly like that. He was going down and blocking so I don't kick his body anymore, because if I kick, I'm gonna end up kicking his elbow. So what I did, I lift my right knee, jump, and hit with the left knee. It's the one that he goes to the cage like wobbling, you know, like right there, like I fake, boom, boom, and then he goes to the cage, and now that's the beginning of the end.
And when you get against the cage, I saw some elbows that you do that.
Yeah, like we started to do the boxing, and then I ended up knocking down his mouthpiece. And what I thought that I know the referee will not stop the action to put the mouthpiece back, and I knew that the referee didn't allow him to get too many punches without the mouthpiece. So like now it's time to speed up. So like I started to punch, and he hit the cage. He came back, and I did the elbow right on the forehead, and that was a complete like big cut right there.
So congratulations, Bruno. So that's very important, guys. Like you train karate as a self-defense, because as a Machida Karate system, you practice a lot, elbow, knee, everything. So Bruno trained with me since he was 4 years old. Now he's 24 years old, right? He's too young. Now the 20 years training under Machida Karate system. So he's able to use the knee, elbow, everything, because this is all part of karate. Because karate has everything. So guys, thank you so much. I think you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed, thumbs up, put a comment below, and don't forget, follow us and check machidavirtualdojo.com. Bruno, one more time, congratulations for your amazing job. Let's keep training hard for the next step, next level.